back, everyone. My name is Patrick. This is the Oilers Rundown. It's been an eventful day so far. Let me just start off by saying another special congratulations to Tyson Dolany over at Dolany TV, hitting 10,000 subscribers today. A special thanks, obviously, to all the people that have reached out, helped him out along the way, and in turn, helped my channel as well. I know we have a lot of the same subscribers. Thank you all so much for all of your support for both of our channels. Both Tyson and I wouldn't be here without your support. The Oilers Fanatic online store has officially launched today, selling this hat, have an Oilers Fanatic t-shirt as well for purchase. Head over to the oilersfanatic.net if you are interested in purchasing some Oilers Fanatic merchandise. It will be there for you and all the details you need. With all that said, let's get to the news. The Oilers announced a few hours ago that Calvin Pickard has been returned to the Bakersfield Condors, so that must mean that Stuart Skinner will be ready to rejoin the lineup on Tuesday against the Seattle Kraken. Haven't seen anything official on that yet, and I haven't heard any baby announcements, so I'm sure that's got to be coming any day now, because I think initially we believed the baby was coming on Thursday, and we're here on Sunday now, so it might have already happened, and we just don't know yet. If it has happened, an early congratulations to Stuart and Chloe. Hope baby and mom are doing well. And if it hasn't happened yet, I will throw out another congratulations when it is official. But the other big piece of news, of course, broke last night from Tim Peel with Daily Faceoff, former NHL referee. He's the source that broke Evander Kane signing with the Edmonton Oilers last year. He's saying that Evander Kane will be back with the Edmonton Oilers on Tuesday when they take on the Seattle Kraken. Kevin Weeks mentioned this last week as well, that his sources were telling him the same thing. So we've got two sources on this. Obviously nothing official from the Oilers. Ken Holland said within 2 weeks. This would definitely be within 2 weeks. So we'll see what happens. We should probably hear something tomorrow, I would think, if Evander Kane's going to be back in the lineup. But maybe we don't hear anything until Tuesday morning. But obviously, if Evander Kane is coming back, preparations need to be made on the Oilers' end. So let's take a look at how it could all work. So according to Puckpedia, to activate Evander Kane, the Oilers could be down to exactly $0 in cap space in long-term injured reserve, with 21 active players on the roster. They would have to send down one player making $1.125 million or more. Examples given are Derek Ryan, Matthias Janmark, Jesse Puljujärvi, Warren Foegele. They would have to send Devin Shore down, who's making $850,000. They say they have to send down Vincent Desharnais, who's making $762,500. They mentioned $763,000 in the graphic here. I think they just rounded up. And putting Ryan Murray on long-term injured reserve, who's making $750,000. You'll see here in my next slide that I don't think they need to actually send Vincent Desharnais down to make a 21-man roster. Let's take a look at it here. So this 21-man roster that I constructed would leave the Oilers with exactly $167 in cap space, which is essentially how they started the year with a 21-man roster. It would feature Evander Kane, Connor McDavid, Kyler Yamamoto, Ryan McLeod, Leon Draisaitl, Zach Hyman, Matthias Janmark, Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, Klim Kostin, Warren Foegele, Dylan Holloway, and Jesse Puljujärvi. On defense, Darnell Nurse and Cody Ceci, Brett Kulak and Tyson Barrie, Philip Broberg and Evan Bouchard, and then I keep Vincent Desharnais as the Oilers' 7th defenseman, and of course Stuart Skinner and Jack Campbell in goal, and on long-term injured reserve, Oscar Klefbom, Mike Smith, and Ryan Murray. So with this 21-man roster, I've sent down Derek Ryan, Devin Shore, and Marcus Niemelainen, and moved Ryan Murray to long-term injured reserve. Kyler Yamamoto is still out day-to-day for the Oilers, so if he remains out, this would give the Oilers the option to go 11-7, which they've mostly been doing recently, so I would expect that to continue. And if Yamamoto is ready to come back and they want to go 12-6, then we would probably just see Vincent Desharnais return to Bakersfield. Derek Ryan has been playing a prominent role for the Oilers the last few games, being featured on the number 1 line in the absence of Kyler Yamamoto. You could almost say maybe Derek Ryan's being a bit showcased. I mean, the Oilers don't really have anyone else they can turn to. I don't think you're going to put Devin Shore on that top line, right? So obviously we don't know for sure what's going to happen, but if it's between players like Matthias Janmark and Derek Ryan, obviously Janmark has solidified himself on that third line. So I think Derek Ryan would find himself on waivers and being sent down to Bakersfield. I highly doubt Derek Ryan would be claimed, so I don't think the Oilers would be overly concerned and they know that if they need to recall Derek Ryan, he'd probably still be there in Bakersfield for call-up. So I think it's really a no-lose situation for the Oilers. If Derek Ryan did get claimed, then they just clear even more cap space. So Derek Ryan certainly has his value, but that value is on the lower half of the roster. So I think the Oilers can make do with other players if they have to. It would obviously be ideal if Jesse Puljujarvi, Warren Foegele, or possibly Derek Ryan could be moved, but the Oilers are in a pretty tight time frame here if Evander Kane is going to come back on Tuesday. I don't think Ken Holland wants to do a rush trade unless he has something already figured out with another team. I imagine the Oilers just go the route that I've shown here, go with a 21-man roster, risk Derek Ryan on waivers. They could also put Jesse Puljujarvi or Warren Foegele on waivers. I think both those guys would clear as well. But I think at the end of the day, they probably want to keep Puljujarvi and Foegele on the main roster, hopefully try and showcase them a bit, because I think both of those guys will be moved from the Oilers before the NHL trade deadline. But I think that's all for now, guys. Let me know your thoughts on this. Do you think Evander Kane is back on Tuesday? What moves do you think the Oilers make? Do you think I have it correct here? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. If this is your first visit to the channel and you like what you see, please consider liking and subscribing for all the latest Oilers content. You've been watching the Oilers Fanatic. Thanks for being a fan. If something big does happen, I'll hop back on here with another video. Otherwise, I'll see you early next week with more Oilers content. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Take care, guys.